I am everyone's favorite frenemy. Okay, I have people who love me, people who hate me to be.
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am.
I have no loyalties to anyone. I love Candace Owens to death. I don't agree with everything she says. I love Donald Trump to death. I don't agree with everything he says. Where do you guys get this idea that I have to agree with what people say and they are above reproach because I like them? I have Kenyans who also don't like my stances because they are more on the woke side. But when I call that out, I'm victim shaming and victim blaming. No, I'm holding people accountable, no matter who they are. What is the freaking difference between these two things? I was like, excuse me, sir, you're a white man. You don't get to tell me how to feel about black lives. You white man. Yeah, that was me. I know you guys think it's unbelievable. Even this is me. This is me, or this was me. Correction. It's not me anymore. And I realized, if you guys did not freaking argue with the cop and you complied off the bat, this would not happen. There are asshole cops around the world, especially Kenyan police. You guys shut up about police brutality until you meet a Kenyan police. Then you learn what police brutality means. Hey everyone, habari zenu, como esta, ohoro wanyu, konnichiwa, good morning, and how's everyone doing on this lovely day? It's so hot, oh my god, you guys, summer's in Florida, hell. And this is coming from someone who grew up over there by the equator. You know, it goes right through Kenya like this. Anyways, and yes, for those I know, I love this t-shirt, I know. Amazon, y'all, those who like my t-shirt, find it on Amazon, okay? It was my Halloween costume. Also, I'm going to vote. I was like, I showed up and showed out. This is how I was dressed to go vote for Donald J. Trump, the first black president. Anyways, today, can you be a story? Before we continue, make sure you sub. You wanna like this, or you might hate it. Either way, subscribe. Okay. I am everyone's favorite frenemy. Okay, I have people who love me, people who hate me to be.
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain. Is it?
I have learned that I tend to piss people off everywhere. At least I'm fair, you know, I'm all about equality. I will equally piss off the woke left, and I'll just as equally piss off the woke right. A piece of Americans, a piece of Kenyans, a piece everyone. I know I'm laughing, but it's not funny, haha, it's funny weird. I'm gonna gently remind you all, I am not here to kiss your arse. I am not here to kiss your booty. I am not here to validate, to get validation from anyone. I'm not here to get approval and likes. And I'm here to invigorate people's brains. I'm here to challenge your thought process. I'm here to give a very different perspective of things as I see them, again, as both an immigrant, a legal immigrant, a conservative who doesn't always agree with people on the right or the left, because I am a libertarian. I have no loyalties to anyone. I love Candace Owens to death. I don't agree with everything she says. I love Donald Trump to death. I don't agree with everything he says. I like Charlie Kirk, not right now anymore as much, and Matt Walsh, and I still don't agree with everything they say. Where do you guys get this idea that I have to agree with what people say and they are above reproach because I like them? And what has that got to do with my intelligence? Because I think that I'm more intelligent if I don't pick and choose who I'm going to criticize, right? If you think someone is beyond critique, then you're the problem. Oh, let's not criticize him. Don't do that. It looks bad. He's Charlie Kirk. I met the guy. He's a cool guy. But we don't always agree, especially when it comes to immigration. I absolutely do not agree with him. I have my own stances as a legal immigrant. And when you start becoming extreme, it becomes woke, right? Okay? And you, if you don't want me calling that out, you're also part of the problem. Then I have Kenyans who also don't like my stances because they are more on the woke side or they're more on the victim mentality side, which I rebuke all the freaking time. I call out femicide because what is it? Well, it's not femicide, it's just homicide. And from what I understand, and you can throw rocks if you want, it's fine, throw them. People don't just randomly get killed on the streets. I'm sorry, but women are not minding their business, walking down the street, going to work and getting kidnapped. These are women who are, they're socialites. Or they're not paying attention to their surroundings. They're not situationally aware. They're not paying attention to their safety and the dangers of the world. They're meeting up with these random men in random hotel rooms. And no one deserves to die. But if you put yourself in a very dangerous situation, then that's what is about to happen. Something bad will happen. It could be something as severe as death, or it could be, unfortunately, assault. Right? I'm almost 40 years old. Okay? I'm turning 39 this year. Even in my 20s, I would never allow myself to go party to where I blacked out. I knew better than that. I've always erred on the side of paranoia. And I'm not saying I do stupid crap. We all do stupid shit because it's part of growing up. But some of the decisions you make affect you for life. They are permanent scars from them. But when I call that out, I'm victim shaming and victim blaming. No, I'm holding people accountable, no matter who they are. It's very strange behavior, and it's a very strange mindset to turn a blind eye to things that are happening because of who's doing them. Tell me what's the difference. Here's a perfect riddle. Tell me the difference between this tweet, or not tweet really, it's a thread. What do you call it, a thread post? What is the difference between this thread post by Kita Rose, someone I actually used to admire when it came to relationship advice? What is the difference between her saying this and saying we are not allowed to criticize Jasmine Crockett, the ghetto queen of Congress, because we are black, we're not allowed to call her out, right? Because skin folk is skin folk, you're not allowed to criticize anyone who's black, except for if they are conservative, then you're allowed to call them all kinds of names, right? What is the difference between this and this guy saying, shame on you for criticizing Charlie Kirk? I thought you were smarter. What is the freaking difference between these two? This is exactly what I call the woke left and the woke right. Everyone should be held accountable no matter who they are. I even criticized Trump. When he declared Black History Month, I called him out. I was like, sir, no, because why? Black history is American history.
Black History Month you find ridiculous. Why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? Come on.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay. Which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh. Why not? Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
Why do they need a whole month? For more pandering and DEI and affirmative action? What? I don't believe in that crap. Don't treat me like I'm black. Treat me like I'm an American. Right? I'm a chocolate American, if you will. African American, really, when you come down to it. And then another thing that bugs me about y'all. And by y'all, I mean those people who leave comments without doing their homework. There are some really obvious things about me, like where I come from or what I say in a video that you choose not to watch all the way through, right? When someone asks me a question about something I have discussed inside a video, I know you did not watch the whole video. I can tell. Someone asked me, what is being socially liberal mean? And the video under which he's commenting, I try to promote my videos on my social media pages, including Facebook, which is private, but I do post them there because I know some of my friends want to watch my videos. This comment was under a highlight video. Sasa wewe, why are you so lazy? You cannot just click on the link, go to YouTube and watch the whole thing. If you watch the whole video, you are so welcome to leave a comment and ask more questions. We can have a further discussion. But don't ask me a stupid question that I already answered inside the video. That shows you are being very lazy. And I understand we live in a world where attention span is like a fly's or a squirrel's. I feel bad for the squirrels. Whatever the case, it's not my responsibility to give you more knowledge and clarify things to you that you're refusing to see for yourself. It is not my job. I hate laziness, y'all. Guy. Even my own child, my son comes to me, Mom, what is this? What does this word mean? I was like, did you check your dictionary? That's the first thing I ask him because he has a dictionary. And most of the time he's like, and then he runs off. I encourage y'all, everybody, to learn to do some homework. Do some groundwork, y'all. It will not kill you. You guys are so used to being spoon-fed information like this. No wonder you're stuck. No wonder you're stuck mentally and intellectually, because you don't want to go out of your way to discover anything new. This is why you guys are in a rut. I took the red pill because of my kutaka kujua vitu. I'm very curious. It doesn't mean I agree with you. Hey, let me tell you all. I know this is a rambling video. Just go with it. When I was still supporting BLM, before I left the left, before I woke up from the left, because it was a series of reasons why, and I'm gonna put that video here somewhere. Go watch it. Thank you to Walk Away for featuring me. By the way, it was a very proud moment in my life. I was disagreeing with people on Facebook. Okay, I remember this one guy. I would say his name, but I'm so glad for him because actually it was two people. And they're both vanilla men, and they just asked me, why do you support BLM? Have you done your homework about what BLM stands for? And at the time, I didn't even know what Marxism meant. I didn't know this fist was a Marxist fist. I knew nothing on those lines. All I know was that, I'm an immigrant. I don't know much about police brutality in America. But the little I know, it looks like they are a target of the police because the police are so bad. Shut up. That was me back then. But because I wanted to challenge myself, even if I was catching feelings, y'all. I was catching feelings. I was like, excuse me, sir, you're a white man. You don't get to tell me how to feel about black lives. You white man. Yeah, that was me. I know you guys think it's unbelievable. Even this is me, y'all. This was me. Correction. It's not me anymore. But because I was so curious and I was willing to give it a chance, I read those articles they sent me. I watched those videos about BLM. I read about Marxism, and it all started to fall into place. Mixed with the fact that I was watching these BLM activists and social media clout chasers posting the same crap and the same rhetoric. And then I'm like, well, what about black on black crime? And then they get angry, as if it's not a valid point. It is a valid point. Then I look at the police brutality videos and I realize, if you guys did not freaking argue with the cop and you complied off the bat, this would not happen. There are asshole cops around the world, especially Kenyan police. You guys shut up about police brutality until you meet a Kenyan police. Then you learn what police brutality means. I am telling you guys right now. Speaking of this other Kemondos, this Kemondo here, it's me, you should address what's happening in Kenya right now. Honey, I've addressed it. You just are too lazy to look and find the information. But let's talk about Kenya. Let's talk about what's going on in Kenya. So, for those who don't know, last year, June 2024, Kenyans went on strike. They protested the finance bill that was proposed.
Kenyan youth back on the streets for another day of protests, second straight week of protests, despite President William Ruto withdrawing a controversial finance bill that they thought was going to make their life even more expensive. A lot of these people say it's no longer just about the finance bill, it's about the high cost of living in the country. It's about official corruption. It's about a government that does not listen to them. These young people feel betrayed by President William Ruto. They voted for him in large numbers because he said he understood their plight. He was the hustler-in-chief and he was going to make their life better. 2 years in, they feel that he has betrayed them and they're taking the power back in their hands.
Okay, Ruto ended up not signing it, but I think that was more to save face because the international community was noticing, thanks to social media.
I'm listening keenly to the people of Kenya who have said loudly that they want nothing to do with this Finance Bill 2024. I concede.
However, the downside of this is the fact that in Kenya, there aren't really freedoms that are protected by the Constitution. They are listed in the Constitution, such as the freedom of speech, freedom to protest. They're in the Constitution. They are. But are they protected? No. You know how? This is what happens when people try to protest in Kenya. You get tear gassed off the bat. The militia is deployed to take care of business. Okay? The police use live ammo because they don't give a shit. They don't. You liberals in America are crying about being hit with rubber bullets. Our policemen back in Kenya don't use rubber bullets. They use live ammunition. Okay? People get water cannoned. People get arrested. Once people get arrested, no one knows what happens to them. They just disappear. In Kenya, it's shoot now, ask questions later. In Kenya, there are no Miranda rights that you have the right to remain silent. They carry you like this by your pants, they throw you inside a truck and then you're gone. They've even been cases where they come and kidnap you. Especially if you're a social media influencer, you're in danger zone.
Wallahi wameingia watu ndani. Wow. Haki wasiwashuke. Ndani Kristo.
Because you're very vulnerable. What saves you is transparency. But if there's no internet and you can't go live, what are you going to do? Kenyan Hippie here. Kenyans are currently protesting the death of Albert Ojwang under police custody. The CCTVs at the police station mysteriously stopped working. He's currently in the court system. He's been arrested, but I don't think anything's gonna happen. You can understand why they're frustrated. Just thought I'd put this in here. You will go bye-bye. I lived in Kenya for over 20 years. I know how this goes. So when someone is asking me why you're not addressing what's going on in Kenya, I'm like, what do you want me to do? I can address it. I can talk about it. I can bring light to it, which by the way I did. Because last year I was even donating. I was donating to provide water for those who are protesting. I was. I don't like I owe you any explanation, but I did. But what am I supposed to do about that now? I've done it, now what? First of all, Biden and Ruto are like this. Trump doesn't play that game. He doesn't, he's like, we're not doing this, the same bullshit that Guka was doing. Guka was doing some BS. Trump does not do that BS. But outside of me bringing light to it, what do you want me to do? Y'all are the ones who freaking voted for Ruto. See, Mimi, you did. You voted for this man. He is a dictator. Nothing will change. Even in 2027, when 2027 comes around and the next election is up, who knows, it might be rigged. Isn't that what happens? Elections get rigged in Kenya. It's why I never voted in Kenya. It's not because I didn't know I had the right to vote. Everyone has a right to vote. I was like, but why? What's the fucking point? What is the fucking point? Because what difference will it make? They'll rig the election anyways. Judges get their palms greased. This song by Eric Wainaina.
Mzee alisema hakuna tabure.
Huo msemo tumeutafsiri kinyume, hata shule kuingiza mtoto lazima utowe mchoto.
Kupata simu ni bala, road license bei nafuta nunua. Kupoteza ID ni mashaka, twarudisha jamhuri yetu nyuma. Nchi ya kitu kidogo, ni nchi ya watu wadogo. Ukitaka chai ewe ndugu, nenda Limuru.
He's talking about corruption in Kenya. It's a very dancey, catchy song, but it's a very serious song. Those lyrics are never nothing to play around with. That was the 90s when this song came out. 2025 Kenya is still the same. Corruption is rife.
Whatever you do, whatever you do.
So you want me to talk about Kenya? I will talk about Kenya. I'm going to expose everything wrong with it. You will not like it because you're making us look bad. No, I'm making the country look bad. And on that note, next to this point, you who got triggered by my ghetto fatigue video skin deep edition, you think I have anything against fat people? People can be fat all they want. It's your body, your choice. You're the one who's going to die from high cholesterol, not me. What I was calling out was laziness. I was calling out victimhood mentality. I was calling out entitlement. And I was calling out lack of hygiene. So unless any of these 3-4 things affect you personally, even if you're obese, why is this triggering you? Why are you so triggered? I wonder, right? I'm not attacking you as a person. I'm attacking certain ideologies and certain behaviors that are exemplified by these people. You cannot be an obese person complaining about that, yo, these planes are getting smaller and smaller. No, honey, you are getting bigger and bigger. You can't be an obese person saying the doctor is fat phobic. What is fat phobia anyway? What is wrong with you people? Fat phobia is not a thing. If anything, yes, you should have fat phobia. You should be afraid of being fat because cholesterol, yeah, your heart is gonna look like shit. You can't move around. You know, high blood pressure, whatever. Yeah, these things happen. Blocked hearts, it happens. But what is fat phobia but victim mentality? I also call out smells. People smell. And the bigger you are, the harder it is to get under those creases of skin. So unless you are dirty and stinking, why is my video affecting you? And then your go-to was to insult my tattoos. I'm not going to say everyone likes them. You can feel however you want to feel about them. But the fact that you are this triggered tells me something applied and I struck a nerve. Editing Kenyan Hippie here. I wanted to make something super clear for those who need this written in a gold and black and yellow and Sharpies, like the Marines. A little Marine joke. I do not attack people in my content, ever. What I do call out are certain behaviors, certain values, certain ideologies. But if you feel like I personally attacked you, that's a you problem. So welcome to my page, where I trigger people, left, right, front, and center, and back, apparently.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
I trigger everyone, including Kenyans, including Americans. Mimi, I'm not here to please anyone, my guy. I'm not here to please anyone. No one is exempt from rebuke, not even me. But as long as you keep it polite, we cool. I'm not here for people to agree with me on everything. I find it super strange when people, and they'll say, oh my God, I love this so much, but I don't agree with you on everything, but I still love you. And I'm like, that's the point. I don't want to live in an echo chamber. I want you to challenge me. I want to challenge you. We don't always have to see eye to eye, as long as we can have civil discourse. And some of you don't know what civil discourse means. Let me tell you things I don't appreciate. You can disagree with me, but please keep it polite. You can disagree with me, but don't insult my intelligence. You can disagree with me, but don't gaslight me. You can disagree with me, but do not be passive aggressive, because I can sense that shit from a mile away. Okay? Don't do that. But most importantly, and I talked to my husband about this today, I will return the energy I receive. If you're polite to me, even if we're disagreeing, I'll be polite to you. If you try to be condescending, I will know and I will return that energy. Yes, I'm petty like that, I'm a Virgo, bite me. Okay? If you go low, I will go lower. Lower. Because why do I need to go up all the time? So, Kwani, excuse me.
When they go low, I go lower.
Always have to go above. But you like, I go above. Let's go above. I will go below. I will go Hukoshini, underground, to prove a point to you, because you won't indirectly, condescendingly, passive-aggressively insult me, and I'm supposed to want to leave a little heart at the end of the heart emoji at the end of the insult. Where? Oh, can we agree on something? Please, if you have some kind of beef, as the children say nowadays, if you have an issue with me, you have a bone to pick with me, can you please leave your bone picking comment under the video that's relevant to your comment? Because sometimes I've noticed some of you guys, outside of not watching the whole video, right, you watch a short and you run and comment. Shorts, unless I'm doing a skit, are not a complete video. I will always link the related video, which is a feature on YouTube. Get it right. Go to the video that is pressing you and leave a comment that's relevant to the video. Yo, is that too much to ask? That's lazy to me. That's laziness. It just comes off as lazy. It's giving lazy. And if you stayed this long, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. T-shirt, Amazon. Okay, it says Kamala Swamp Witch. Speaking of, you liberals who decided to go and do a no king protest, I think, like I said, go do some homework on what a dictator looks like. Don't speak to us about democracy ever again. You're not allowed to, because your own candidate, Kamala Mamala, wasn't even elected. She was planted there like a tomato tree overnight. And then you guys were told to vote for her because she's black. So she was supposed to win because of identity politics and sexism, because voting someone based on their gender is sexist. Yeah? Yeah? Right. Some of us don't use our to vote. We use this. Right? Anyways, check out the rest of my videos. They're in a playlist for the most part. I appreciate you guys. Remember to subscribe, comment, share, like. You know the whole thing. If you have any comments about what I said, let me know. I love you guys so much. Even my haters, love to ya from far away. And I will see you in the next video. Kenyan Hippie out.
And then when we get back to New York, we need to contact Leslie, see what she can do to minimize the press on all this. Another divorce splashed across page 6. Just imagine what they're gonna write about me.